Hello, my name is Connor Ford, and this is my presentation on the 5 strategies used to find your life's task. So, for me, my dream within my industry has simply been to work on games in the future and to see my name roll by in the end credits. Most specifically, my main goal is to work on games that bring joy to those who play for years to come, much like how I've always been entertained and enjoyed playing games my whole life. Within my industry, I intend to work more on the indie side of things, working in smaller companies, putting tons of care into their games and projects, rather than working in a big corporate AAA company. For the 5 strategies. As for the niche strategy of mastery, or the Darwinian strategy, I feel like there's always a path to find out in life, and that's an excellent way to find it, through finding your main interests first and then slowly narrowing it down to what specifically you'd be interested with in your industry. Focus on that, and then you'll enjoy it to the fullest. As given by the example in the textbook, your goal within your industry, in order to have the most fulfilling time, is to find as narrow a place to settle into as you can. The less competition you have within your niche, the more enjoyable it'll be for you in the long run. Within the false path view, or the rebellion strategy, I believe everyone goes through that point in their life sooner or later that they think there's something particular they would love and enjoy, but when they find what they were genuinely meant to do and enjoy, they realize that the first thing would have actually been kind of awful for them personally to do. They'd be locked into something that they wouldn't have near as much enjoyment in doing as what they found for themselves. One of my favorite strategies for finding a life's path is the let go of the past strategy, or the adaptation strategy. I loved reading about it, and it made a lot of sense to me. Within the industry I'm going into in particular, as well as many others in the wide field of entertainment, change is always going to happen, and it's up to you and only you to adapt to that change. Not for anyone or anything, but for you. Change is always going to happen within or outside of an industry, but adapting to that change is the best way to stay on the path you're meant to be on in life. Another one I found very interesting personally was Find Your Way Back, or the life or death strategy. This made a lot of sense to me in that it was essentially the same as the saying, do what makes you happy. That's something everyone should strive for, in all honesty. Money and fame doesn't really matter in the end, especially seeing as it would be much more rewarding to be average, but enjoy what you do and enjoy your life rather than to be wealthy or famous and otherwise be miserable, or as stated in the textbook, to be stuck in a dead-end career. Nobody wants that. Finally, with the return to origin strategy, or the primal inclination strategy, reading about it made me realize just how similar my origination for my ideal work industry came about, given the examples the book gave about Einstein and Marie Curie, which they started as children intrigued by one little thing, and it resulted in them becoming the two of the most impactful people within their industries. For me, I've always played games. I found my turning point with the return to origin strategy. For me, I've always played games over the course of my life, mostly as my main form of entertainment or escape. And it first introduced itself to me through my older brother when I was little. He had always played games, and, I always watched him or helped him or anything. Not only was it a hobby and form of entertainment for me, but I also got more interested in it throughout school, eventually to where I wanted to work on video games, see how they tick, and create them as my career or job. As for my SMART goals that I intend to accomplish within these next 3 weeks, for my first one, I will visit a job searching website to perform research on at least 5 different potential job opportunities within my industry. And for my second goal, I will update my LinkedIn account and use it to connect with at least 3 more people currently working in my industry, as well as communicate with my current industry connections that I already have for any potential advice they might have moving forward. In conclusion, everyone has a dream in their life, an ideal career and path for them to follow. These 5 strategies can be great guidelines and methods to help you follow that path, or even to discover it in the first place. With a goal in mind, you have something to strive towards, and you can genuinely accomplish anything. Thank you.